Hello, friends. Welcome to the Shepard-Smith Compliance Consulting November 2025 Deep Dive Podcast. We are your hosts with the mosts, Wendy and Frank.
We definitely have the most sources today, that's for sure. Okay, that opener's required. But look, our mission today is pretty serious. We're tackling the end-of-year rush.
Yeah, you can feel it already, can't you?
Absolutely. Grant writers, everyone really feeling the pressure before the holidays hit. So what we want to do is give you a shortcut, a way to stay informed, compliant, efficient with these federal agency tools.
Efficiency is key. And the tool we're diving into today, the one everyone's kind of whispering about, is the Science Experts Network Curriculum Vitae.
Yeah.
Which honestly sounds like a robot sneezing, doesn't it? SciENd.
It does have that slightly alarming sound.
So yeah, we're just going to call it SciENcv. Makes life easier.
Good plan. And despite the name, it's actually super important for compliance right now. Basically, SciENcv is an online portal. It's cloud-based. And it came out of this big collaboration between the National Science Foundation, NSF, and the NIH's National Center for Biotechnology Information, that's NCBI, working for the National Library of Medicine.
Right, so heavyweight players involved. And the point was, well, to make things less painful, right? For researchers.
Exactly. It's aimed squarely at helping senior and key personnel, your PIs, your PDs, generate those documents that always come up, specifically biosketches and the current and pending support, or CPS, forms.
Those two are always front and center.
They really are. And while we often think NSF, NIH, maybe the old Institute of Education Sciences, IES, the sources show it's actually broader.
Oh, really? Like who else?
Well, the portal itself is designed as a tool for researchers getting federal money pretty much across the board. Think NASA, USDA, Department of Health and Human Services, Department of Energy, even Homeland Security. Others might accept the documents too. So getting familiar with SciENcv now, that's a good investment of your time, really.
Okay, efficiency. That's the promise. Let's talk practicalities. Getting logged in, getting set up, and that's usually the first big hurdle, isn't it? What's the SSCC shortcut here?
Yeah, you want to avoid the standard setup if you can. What SSCC recommends is this. When you get to that SciENcv login page, don't just fill in the first boxes you see. Look for the More Options link. Click that.
Or options. Got it.
And then use either a Google account or a Microsoft account to log in.
Ah, okay. And I bet that helps if your university or organization uses Google or Microsoft for email, right? Like a single sign-on deal.
Precisely. If your institution uses one of those systems, boom, you might just slide right in. It recognizes your professional ID.
Yeah.
If not, a regular Gmail account works great too. It just cuts down on password headaches and profile setup later.
Nice. Saves time right off the bat.
It standardizes things, which is what you want. And look, just to give you an idea of the time saving, our folks at SSCC, they created a totally new full CV in SciENcv in about 30 to 45 minutes.
Wow, 30 to 45 minutes. That's pretty quick.
Yeah, by pulling in existing data. So we think faculty, if they have their info ready, should be able to do something similar. It's definitely achievable.
Okay, that's impressive. But here's the big BUT, right? You can't just set it and forget it. The automation is great, but biosketches need tailoring, don't they, for each specific grant?
Absolutely critical point. You cannot rely on one generic CV. Every single biosketch has to be customized, tweaked to really match the goals, the intellectual merit criteria, all that stuff for the specific grant you're going for.
So sending the same one everywhere is a big mistake.
Huge mistake. The reviewers are looking for specific expertise related to their program. So you absolutely have to rename the document properly each time you create a version.
Okay, so naming conventions are key. Like what?
Something clear, like NSF BioSketch for STEM 2024 or whatever the program is. Something you'll recognize later.
And I noticed SciENcv actually shows the last update date automatically. That's handy. No need to put dates in the file name itself.
Yeah. That's a nice little feature, helps keep things organized.
Yeah.
And another thing, if you have an ORCD profile, you can link it during setup. It's great for pulling in publications automatically.
Oh, that saves a ton of typing.
It does. But again, even with automated publication lists, you still got to manually check and tailor that section for this specific proposal. Relevance is everything.
Okay, got it. Automation helps, but doesn't replace careful review. All right. Let's shift gears. Let's get into the real nitty-gritty, the compliance rules you absolutely can't ignore, the nuggets of knowledge, as you called them.
Right. Let's start with biosketches. General rules. First off, privacy and security. Protect that personal identifiable information, PII.
Super important.
The sources are really clear. No social security number, no personal home address, no personal cell phone number. None of that belongs in the biosketch.
Okay. What about like a professional website, if that's relevant?
That's different. You can include your professional website link, but you do that when you set up your main research.gov profile, not directly in the BioSketch document itself, usually. The idea is keep the BioSketch focused purely on professional qualifications and limit extra data exposure.
Gotcha. Keep it clean. What else?
For NSF specifically, there's a formatting rule that trips people up. The professional preparation and the appointments sections. They must be in reverse chronological order. Most recent first.
Ah, simple, but easy to forget if you're copying and pasting or rushing.
Exactly. People forget to resort. And then there are the strict limits. This is where compliance really shapes your strategy.
Limits, you mean page limits.
Not just pages, but content limits. The agencies want concise documents. They don't want your life story.
Okay, like what?
For your research outputs, you are limited to listing only 5. 5 products most closely related to the proposal, or you might see it as other significant products. Just 5.
Only 5 out of a whole career. Wow.
Yep. And the same goes for synergistic activities. No more than 5 items.
5 synergistic activities. Okay, that forces you to choose carefully. So if you're limited to just 5, what's the strategy? Is it about showing you did a lot of different things or showing high impact?
Impact and relevance. Always. Think like a reviewer. They want to see, 1, can you do the research you're proposing? And 2, what's your broader contribution, to your field, to mentoring students, to society?
So you have to be ruthless in editing yourself.
Totally ruthless. Which brings us to those funny examples the source gave about what not to put under synergistic activities.
Oh, yeah. The ghost hunting, extreme couponing.
Exactly. Or, however proud you are of being the 1999 Washington High School pickleball champion.
Probably leave that one off the NSF bio sketch.
Probably. It just sends the wrong signal, right?
Yeah.
Reviewers want to see evidence of things like successful mentoring programs you develop, new courses, significant contributions to diversity, equity, inclusion, maybe serving on national review panels or advisory boards.
Things that show professional impact beyond just your own lab bench.
Precisely. If the activity doesn't clearly support the intellectual merit or the broader impacts of your specific proposal, cut it. It actually shows discipline and focus to be selective.
That makes a lot of sense. It's about curating your professional story for that specific audience. Okay, BioSketch is covered. What are the second big one? Current and pending support. CPS.
Right, CPS. Now, this is where that SciENcv efficiency promise kind of bumps up against reality, because this document is all about timing and, frankly, manual data entry.
How so? Doesn't SciENcv help create the form?
It gives you the template, the structure, but the information that goes in it, especially the financial details and effort commitments. You can only enter that accurately after your proposal budget is totally finalized and officially approved by your institution's sponsored programs office.
Ah, okay. So if you fill it out too early while the budget's still being tweaked,
the numbers will be wrong. And that's a major compliance red flag. You can't guess.
So SciENcv provides the buckets, but filling them accurately is still a manual job tied to your institution's internal process.
Exactly right. And remember, NSF doesn't just want this at submission. They require updated CPS info before they make an award, and then again with your annual and final project reports. Yeah. It's an ongoing thing. Keep it accurate. Disclose everything.
Okay, ongoing vigilance required for CPS. Now, there's a third piece, is there? Something about collaborators. COA.
Yes. Collaborators and other affiliations. COA. This one causes a lot of headaches. This info has to be provided separately from the BioSketch for all your senior project personnel.
Separately. How? Not in SciENcv.
Nope. This is the tricky part. You have to use a specific official COA template. It's an Excel spreadsheet, .xlsx format. And you have to download that template, fill it out, and then upload it directly into research.gov.
Oh, okay. So SciENcv doesn't populate this at all.
Not a bit. You can't reformat the template. You can't generate it from SciENcv. It's completely separate and manual.
Okay, hold on. If it's fully manual, how much work are we talking? This sounds like it could take way longer than the 45 minutes we talked about for the CV setup.
Yeah, that's the catch. Substantial.
Yeah.
This is often where a lot of the prep time goes. You have to manually enter information on, ready,
lay it on me,
your PhD advisor, all your PhD thesis advisees, all co-authors on any publications within the last 48 months.
48 months? That's 4 years of co-authors.
Yep. And all collaborators on any projects or grants in the last 48 months. Plus, any editorial boards you've served on or co-editor roles you've held in the past 24 months.
Wow. Okay, that's a serious data collection task. You need your archives for that. Why? Why do they need all this detail separately?
It boils down to one thing: conflicts of interest,
Yeah.
and managing reviewer bias.
Ah.
The funding agency uses this COA data, this spreadsheet, to screen potential reviewers for your proposal.
Hmm.
They need to make absolutely sure that the people evaluating your work aren't, your former advisor or someone you just published 5 papers with or someone who was on a grant with you last year.
People who might have a built-in bias, positive or negative. Exactly. Or even a financial stake. So getting the COA template filled out correctly and completely isn't just about checking a box. If it's wrong, it can actually delay the review of your proposal because they have to find clean reviewers.
Okay, that context is really important. It's not just busy work. It's fundamental to the integrity of the review process.
Oh.
Okay. Tracking down 4 years of co-authors sounds like a job requiring focus.
Yeah.
Maybe now is a good time to do it.
It really is. And speaking of timing, let's circle back to that November calendar you put in the newsletter. We're in that little window right now, aren't we? Before things get totally crazy.
We really are. While you're digging through 4 years of publication records, just picture this. November 2nd, daylight savings time ends. Enjoy that extra hour. November 6th, it's National Nacho Day. Perfect reward for compliance work, I'd say.
Nachos sound good right now.
And the big one, obviously. November 18th is Mickey Mouse's birthday, a truly momentous occasion. We appreciate the cultural landmarks. But seriously, the point is valid. Before Thanksgiving planning hits full swing, before the end-of-year crunch really starts, now is the perfect time to buckle down.
Yeah.
Get that SciENcv profile updated and looking good, and crucially, tackle that COA spreadsheet. Dig up that data now while you maybe have a slightly quieter week.
Use the relative calm before the holiday storm to get your compliance ducks in a row for the 2026 grant season.
And please remember, SSCC is here to help with exactly this stuff. We really encourage organizations, universities, research offices, schedule a training session with us. Get your faculty comfortable with SciENcv. We got presentations ready to go. We can walk people through the data entry, the tailoring, all of it.
That's great support. Okay, and now the absolutely mandatory, cannot be missed reminder. Shepard-Smith Compliance Consulting will be closed November 26th, 27th, and 28th for the Thanksgiving holiday.
Yep, give our team a break too.
So please, plan ahead if you need consultations or want to schedule that training. Don't call us on Thanksgiving Day asking about COA templates.
Please don't. Before we finish, just a quick recap on the basic research.gov profile setup that feeds into SciENcv. Make sure you have your highest degree listed, the year you completed it, up to 5 areas of expertise, your ORCD ID if you have one, and that professional website link if it's relevant. Just the basics.
Okay, good checklist. So let's zoom out again. We're asking people, busy researchers, to spend time on this now, digging up 4-year-old co-author lists. Why does this level of precision matter so much?
Well, think about what's at stake with these grants. We're often talking, potentially $1 million or even more in funding.
$1 million. That's not just lab supplies. That's careers. That's discovery. That's institutional reputation. It's huge.
Absolutely huge. So think about the cost of getting rejected, not because the science was bad, but because of a preventable error. Months of delay, rewriting, resubmitting, maybe losing momentum, all because a reviewer flagged a conflict on the COA or rolled their eyes at pickleball champion under synergistic activities.
Yeah, when you put it like that.
This level of compliance, getting SciENcv right, getting the COA right, it's not just bureaucracy, it's risk management. You're protecting that massive potential investment, spending, maybe an hour or two now to really master SciENcv and get that COA data accurate. That means you hopefully won't lose out on funding later because of a technicality.
Protect the science by perfecting the paperwork. Okay, one last time. SSCC is closed November 26th through 28th for Thanksgiving. But we're absolutely here before and after to help you navigate SciENcv, the COA, all of it. Get ahead of the game now.
Use the portal, tailor those documents carefully, and good luck securing that funding. Thanks for tuning in.